everybody, welcome to my channel. Thanks for stopping by. I have some surprises today and I'm actually excited about it. So I tried to think of a way how I could cut up and show you exactly what was going to come in this antique kit. However, everybody's kit, see, is going to be different. These are pieces that I have, and I don't have huge pieces. You know, some of this, they're pretty large pieces, but I don't have a lot of just huge pieces. So everybody's going to get a different kit. And what I promise you, instead of me pulling things apart and cutting them before I know anybody really wants to purchase one of these kits, because it's all antique, and antique equals hard to find. So I have a drawer of antique laces that I'm going to put together and we're going to use in this. And I had a few thoughts here. Everybody will get one full piece. And it comes with this back piece, which I had spoken to a lady that knows her quilts. This piece here probably was an afterthought. It was either probably fixed or put on because it didn't have a back. This is probably, she thought, from the 20s. So still rather antique, but not from the 1800s as this is. The piece is pretty large, and let's see. For the most part, it's about a 12 by 12 piece. I thought we could make 2 slow stitch books out of it. You could do 2 small ones, or you could do 1 large one and just have a little leftover piece. This is going to be up to you. I'm going to give you the basics on how I'm going to do mine, and you take yours and fly with it. For people that are new to this, there's no rules. There really isn't. It's how you want to put it together. When I purchased this this quilt, I also purchased a lot of other items from this lady's estate. And I thought, wouldn't it be nice to keep some of these items together with her quilt or her grandmother's quilt or whoever made this? So I will also give you some linens, and I'm not 100% sure if they're antique or not, but they came from the same family, and I'm kind of sentimental like that, and your needle keep will actually be able to tell a story, and which is kind of nice. And I can also try to find a little bit more information about this lady if possible. So I'll try to do that. And also, like I said, I have tons of laces that everybody will get little pieces of to be able to add on here and add into their book. Not little, but enough to add to their books. So I'm going to try to cut everybody a little extra. So if you do cut it in half and make the 2 or make 1 large one. I have quite a few of the, I don't know what they call them. I want to call them prairie skirts. But the skirts, the carriage skirts that they used to wear when they, went out into their dresses. These are antique as well. But how gorgeous would this be, cutting just a piece and adding this on somewhere? I have several of these dresses, so you'll get, a nice piece of these. The things I don't have a lot of, I'm not going to be able to give a huge piece of. And this is another one from the bottom of the dress. So everybody's going to also get, the last kit I made, I wanted to kind of make it economical for people. And I always try to make it economical. Don't get me wrong. Most of you that have purchased from me, I'm pretty generous with what I give in my kits for the prices I charge. So this particular one, I'm going to give you enough. I'm going to give you 2 sheets of wool. It'll be, you'll be able to fold them in half, so you'll have 1, 2, 4 pages, but front to back, that'll be 8. For a needle book, I think that's actually plenty to store things in. You don't want it to get too big and too bulky, because then it won't be easy to carry around. And I'll also give you things to add pockets on the inside if I have lace pieces. I'll give you the thread to thread inside. I will give you some thread and a needle to stitch on top of here. And I'm also going to give you access to my directions. I'm going to have a video and I'm going to do it along with you. Just know that summers are very difficult for me. I have a lot of time with my grandsons. They're all on vacation and my daughter works extra hours, so I go and help her with the baby. So just be patient with me during the summer. It will get done, but it might not get done as fast. These kits are going to take me a little bit of time to put together. I'd say you order them, give me a couple of weeks because I want to go through and think everybody's book through and kind of piece it together in my head so everybody can have enough laces and enough pieces to add either to 1 or 2 of their needle keeps, if that makes sense. I'll add little beads too. They won't be antique. I'll add some buttons that possibly could be antique. And different things that you could add to make this your own journal. I also have 2 other surprises. I'm going to kill 2 birds, or 3 birds with 1 stone. This is going to be the more shabby chic modern one. And I'm going to put these together like this, so to speak. And this is going to have a combination of vintage / newer laces. I'm very picky with my laces, so you guys will get really nice stuff, and you may get some flowers. This kit will be totally different than the other kit because the other kit's antique. And you'll get the pieces, the front and back. You'll also get your 2 sheets of wool for the inside and all the accompaniments with this. So if you're interested, you got to send me an email, and I'll put my email inside. You tell me which one you're interested in. You want the shabby chic, or you want the antique, or you want both. And I'll give you the information on all of those. Any questions, don't hesitate to ask. Now, here's my big surprise for all of you. Look what I found. I did not take all of my antique French fabrics to the retreat. So if anybody's interested in an antique French needle keep kit, just send me an email. And I know several people, Sheila, a few other people actually showed videos on what was in them. It'll be a little different because I think these fabrics might be different than what I had. And some of them I don't have huge pieces of. I give sizable pieces. This is for a slow stitch kit. This is huge. You can cut them in pieces. I will give some antique laces, and I will give some vintage leaning towards the antique pieces of lace in these. But these are my French fabrics, which I love. And they're so soft. So those are going to be the 3 things that I'm going to be offering. And again, I'm offering 3 separate things. So you kind of have to give me a couple weeks to get them all together. My slow stitch kits, I'm slowly doing different slow stitch tutorials as I go. And I have another tutorial actually to show you. And that's in the works. Anybody's interested in any of these, just so you know, the antique slow stitch kits, I'm only going to sell 8 of them. I want to make sure I have enough laces to go in to these kits. The other ones, I think the shabby chic one, I'm not quite sure how many of those I can sell, maybe a dozen. And these I'll sell until I run out. I probably am thinking I could probably get 8 or so out of these, possibly. I don't know. So I'll keep making them until I run out. Let me see. I'll do it based on the greens. Everybody can get a piece of this green. And let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, I can do 8. So there'll be 8 antique slow stitch kits. But things that I only have a little of, you're only going to get a little piece of. Like I only have a little bit of this, so everybody will get a smaller piece of this. But I guarantee you'll be happy with it. And I also give an antique pieces. You'll see, and I'll post the videos below so you can see the antique ones. Thank you for watching. You guys have a fantastic day, and I'll be back real soon. Bye-bye.